Okay, so thank you for meeting us for this interview, and I'll get right to the questions. So, do you know how many chemicals surround us daily?
Yes, we start with about 300 chemicals. In mother milk we find more than 300 chemicals. But it's also interesting, if we eat an apple, we also eat 300 chemicals. But it's different. In the apple we have these natural chemicals, but in the mother milk we have these industrial made chemicals, and this is different between the number of chemicals, and therefore it's difficult to answer how many chemicals we have in our environment. But it's it's important to know that more than 300 synthetic chemicals will be in mother milk.
So a lot, basically.
Yes, a lot.
And how many new chemicals are created by humans every day?
It's about 5 to 6 new chemicals which will be produced by the industry each day.
Which of them are the most dangerous to the humans and to the environment?
There are chemicals which are called PBT and CRM chemicals. CRM chemicals means they are carcinogenic chemicals, mutagenic chemicals, and chemicals which have the reproductive toxicity. And the PBT chemicals are chemicals which have the tendency to persist in the environment, to bioaccumulate in the environment, and chemicals which are really toxic to human health and to the environment. These are the most important, most hazardous chemicals.
And how many of them surround us?
It's about more than 1,400 chemicals which belong to the CMR and to the PBT chemicals.
How do people get in contact with them?
There are different ways how to get in contact. We can uptake these chemicals by food. We can inhalate these chemicals by air. We can come in contact with these chemicals if we use maybe some pharmaceuticals or shampoos, and then we have come in contact by skin.
What has been done to stop these dangerous chemicals from spreading?
If we don't want to come in contact with these risky chemicals, and then we have to protect us by some legislation. And it was their policy in the European Union, and it started in 2002 with a white book, and then we have now in 2007 this new legislation, and this new legislation is REACH, and I hope with REACH it will be better for us, for a better environment.
How much have those legislations helped us? Is it better to live now than maybe 10 or 20 years ago?
Yes, it's better to live now, and especially with this new REACH legislation. REACH, this means registration, evaluation and authorization of chemicals, and especially these most hazardous chemicals, these CMR chemicals and the PBT chemicals, they are now restricted to use, and therefore the industry has to look for some alternative chemicals, and these chemicals which are now on the market, the PBT and CMR chemicals, they should be replaced within a short time. And therefore it would be better maybe to live in 5 years and we have a better environment.
We have restrictions, we have legislations, but accidents still happen. Is it just a dream to completely avoid these disasters, or will disasters still happen with chemicals?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a dream. We have. It's impossible to have zero risk. We have to live with chemicals, but with the new legislation, we will have still maybe some accidents. But the probability that these accidents will occur will decrease now by the new legislation. But we still have some accidents.
You are from Germany. How much do people in Germany know about dangerous chemicals that surround them?
if you ask in Germany the people what they think about the chemicals, and then they say, okay, chemicals, but we have more other things which are more risky. And so if you have a ranking list and then you ask the people in Germany, and then if you ask for these chemicals, and then they say this is the ranking number 9 in Germany.
What's the most dangerous thing they think?
It is the most dangerous thing is for the people. It's the nuclear power, and the second one is the alcohol or the motor vehicles.
Okay, you have been in Estonia now for a couple of weeks. Can you say are the Estonians more or less aware of these dangers, these chemical dangers?
I think the people in Germany and in Estonia are similar aware of these risk of these chemicals. Maybe in Germany the people are more aware. We have a lot of chemical industry, and therefore the probability that something happened, like an accident, is more likely to occur in Germany than in Estonia.
What do you think we can do to increase their awareness, the people's awareness of this problem?
It is better communication, and we need better and more communication about the risk, about the chemicals, and then I hope the people, they are more conscious about these properties of these chemicals.
If a person buys something from the store which has an environmental labeling, how sure can he or she be that these products are safe for them and for the environment?
We have in the European Union, it's called a green flower, and in Germany it's called a blauer Engel, blue angel. So, and then if people will buy these products, and then they can be sure that these products are produced according to the idea of the life cycle assessment. So this means these products are better, they are produced according to sustainable development. So, and if you buy these chemicals, for example, you can buy chemicals now without these chlorofluorocarbons. And these chemicals are known to destroy the atmospheric ozone. And chemicals, products without these chlorofluorocarbons, they have this eco-label. Or if you have some toys for children, and these toys, they don't have these phthalates. Phthalates are the softeners. The plastic will be softened by these phthalates. And if the toys are produced without phthalates, they have this eco-label. Or some wooden toys, they don't have some inorganic paints like lead, they don't have other chemicals, and then they have these eco-label.
What is the globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals?
This is now also an approach to harmonize the system, and we have had in different standards in different countries, and so it was difficult for the industry to sell their products all over the world, and also for the people. They have different signs, different symbols for the same chemical in different countries, and this is now it's an approach to harmonize this classification and labeling.
What are the shortcomings of it? What are the problems with it currently?
The shortcomings are, this is a voluntary standard, and this voluntary standard has now to be set into a legislation, and this legislation has to be implemented in the European Union. It was in end of 2008 and entered in 2009 into force.